Geronimo Stilton, The Search for Sunken Treasure by Elizabeth Demi. Chapter 1 A Lavender Scented Letter. It all started with a lavender letter. Do you like the smell of lavender? I do. It's so relaxing. I guess that's why they spray lavender oil at the restful rodent. That spot is my favorite place to unwind. But that's another story. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the letter. That morning, I went to my office and found the letter on my desk. It was addressed to me, Geronimo Stilton. Oops, I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the publisher of the Rodents Gazette. It's the most popular newspaper on the Mouse Island. Anyway, the envelope had a letter S on it. Lavender and the letter S. This could only mean one thing. The letter must be from my dear Aunt Sitfer. Chapter 2 Dearest Geronimo. This is what the letter said. Dearest Geronimo, I am coming to see you Wednesday morning. There is something we absolutely must talk about. Love and Squeak's Aunt Sweetfur. I finished reading the letter and looked at my calendar. I jumped up. Wednesday? That was today. Just then, the door flew open and Aunt Sweetfur skipped into my office. She was wearing a lavender dress with a frilly lace collar. She was carrying a lilac-tinted umbrella and handbag. Around her neck, she wore a silver heart-shaped locket. It contained a picture of her long-lost husband, Uncle Grayfer. The locket held another precious treasure, a whisker that my uncle had given her as a token of his undying love. Uncle Grayfer was a sea mouse. Almost 20 years ago, he sailed off to the Ratlapagas Island. He was searching for a mysterious treasure. He never returned. Aunt Zephyr was heartbroken. Can you blame her? Uncle Grayfer was her one true love. I mean, how many mice would pull out one of their whiskers for you? Youch! My snout hurt just thinking about it. Maybe that was why I hadn't found my special soul mouse yet. I made a mental note to work on my fear of whisker loss. Chapter 3 What a Distinguished Gentle Mouse! I was still thinking about my whiskers when Aunt Swiffer wrapped me in a warm hug. The scent of lavender filled my nostrils. Oh, how I loved Aunt Swiffer! When I was a young mouse, she liked to read me bedtime stories. Goldilocks and the Three Cats, Jack and the Cheese Stick, Little Red Riding Hood. Aunt Swiffer taught me just how exciting reading can be. My dear, dear nephew, it's been such a long time since I last saw you, she gushed. You look so distinguished now. How wonderful. Actually, I had seen Aunt Swiffer last Thursday. She lived in a mouse hole a few blocks away from my home. I had invited her and the rest of my family over for dinner, but Aunt Swiffer was getting old, and her memory wasn't what it used to be. Well, thank you, Auntie, I said, fluffing up my fur. Did I really look distinguished? I tried to catch a glimpse of my reflection in the window. But before I could check myself out, the door flew open. Chapter 4 What Sharp Whiskers! My cousin Trap strode into the room with a smudged smile. Trap runs a thrift shop, cheap junk for less. When he's not at the store, he loves to cook, hang out with his obnoxious friends, and play tricks on me. Auntie, what's shaking? I got your letter, he squeaked, waving a lavender envelope identical to mine. Do you need help? I'm your mouse. Aunt Swiffer hugged him. Dear, dear nephew, it's been such a long time since I last saw you. What sharp whiskers you have, and what nice shiny fur. I bet you're very popular among the females. How wonderful, she cooed. Trap chuckled, flexing his muscles. You're quite right, Auntie. I have lots of sweethearts. Come keep them away, he smirked. Yup, when it comes to charm, you either have it or you don't. And I have it. Poor Geronimo here has got zero charm. Slip zap nada. It's not his fault, really. He was born that way. I was furious. Steam poured from my ears. How dare you? I squeaked. Aunt Swiffer held up her paw. That's enough, she ordered. When will you two learn to get along? You have been fighting since you both were in high chairs. I sighed. She was right. A picture of messy baby trap whacked me over the head with a spoon flashed through my brain. Just then the door flew open.